episode 39 of the Woolly Wolverine podcast. My name is Laura and I am the host. Today is St. Valentine's Day, 14th of February 2021. And this little nugget here, I'm sitting kind of to the side so you can kind of witness this person. Well, it's a cat. This creature who is Pip. Pip doesn't like to be disturbed. I also have a little, that's my Midsummer Haze cowl by Hohi Locatelli, and usually she sleeps on the knitting, but she's curled up beside Sebastian, the elephant there. Anyway, this is a knitting podcast primarily, where I sit and talk about my works in progress, my finished objects, and any kind of other crafty business that may be occurring in my life. It's been 2 weeks since I have last sat down with you, and I have made a good bit of progress on a couple of my projects. Appropriately so, this is my first finished object, so I may as well get into it. So this is my love note, very appropriate for Valentine's Day. This is my love note by Tin Can Knits. It is knit out of Ullin yarns. 1 second, I'll grab them. They're over here. I've got some leftovers. So yeah, these are the yarns that I've knitted out of. This is Interlude by Ullin, and this is Dusty Rose by Sweet Sparrow. And this is what my jumper is made of. So I knitted a bit longer than is in the pattern. The lace, I haven't fully blocked it yet, or by fully I mean at all. So it hasn't been blocked, but so the lace probably will open up a bit more. But yeah, I really love it. I knit full length sleeves, just because I had the yarn, so I said I may as well. And this used barely any yarn. So I had 2 skeins of each, and I have this much, and I have these 2 little nuggets left as well. So I have a good bit of yarn left, considering that I've knit a whole jumper. It is knit on a very loose gauge. This is, I think it was knit on a 6mm needle and 4.5mm for the ribbing. I did have to adjust the neck once or twice because it was, 1 second, the door is being knocked upon.
Sorry, guys.
Excuse me for that interruption. My sister just came in. We're ordering takeout for dinner because it's Valentine's Day and Mommy's treating us. So we just had to get our order in for click and collect. It's early enough. What time is it actually? It's 1:45 in the day. But you have to get your order in early so they have slots for pickup. Yeah, so I have a good bit of yarn left. I don't know what else I was saying about it. I really love it. The mohair is so soft and fluffy. It's got up my nose once or twice, but yeah, this color is just me in a nutshell, I feel, and I love it. The lace doesn't go down too far. Like, I think not in winter I could get away with not wearing it with a t-shirt, if I really wanted to, but it's cold, so I've got layers. Be cute over a dress as well. But yeah, I think that's everything I need to say. I really love this style sleeve. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. I'll say it again anyway, and I'll edit it out if I have. So it's, you know, no decreases, and then quite quick decreases to make these kind of bell-like sleeves, and they're just cute and fluffy. But yes, I think that's everything I need to say about this project. Flew off the needles. It was about a month, and I have a lot of projects on the go, as you know, so it wasn't religious monogamous knitting on this, but it was a goal to get this done. I got it done last week, so yeah. I also finished a pair of socks. So I can't remember how far did I have it. I think I was here the last time. I had 1 sock done, and then this one, I think I just was about to turn for the heel maybe when I last podcast, but these are now a pair. This is my Chanterelle Socks by Little Bobbins or Danielle George. and aren't they cute? This little ruffle, so pretty. It's a mohair ruffle knit out of fine fish yarns in the colorway Lilith, and this is Moon and Sixpence logwood, and it has like kind of like tonal orange in it almost. I believe it is naturally dyed, so that's probably why, but it's really pigmented for being naturally dyed. But these are to go in my Doc Martens because I think the ruffle will be cute. Cutie. But as you can see, purple, also my jam. Yeah, these were knit on 2.5mm needles, 64 stitches. And I just love Little Bobbin's aesthetic. It's very pretty and feminine and girly, and I like it. Yeah, that's these socks. So they were my 2 finished objects. I was so happy to have 2 finished items, and so happy in fact that I decided let's cast on new stuff. So I have 3 works in progress to share with you today. 2 new, 1 not new. One, what will I start with? I think I will start with the new pair of socks, which I'm storing in this little bag. It's a Christmassy bag, but I don't care. It has cats with Christmas hats. And this was made for me by my friend Catherine in a advent swap last year. And I have my Sweet Sparrow pin on there, my little mitten. I got that in my advent calendar this year. And these are just a pair of vanilla socks, but the yarn is so much fun. I really love self-striping yarn. It just knits itself pretty much. So, oh, I'm tangled. I'm a tangled mess. But anyway, let's see if I can kind of show what's going on here. Look at how pretty they are. Oh my god. Okay, so these are vanilla socks, as I said, and this yarn is by the Yarn Badger. This is her label. The Yarn Badger. And this is Winter Rainbow. And this is quite a luxurious base. It is on her 60-20-20 merino silk yak. So the kind of dull mutedness is from the yak. And it is so pretty. It's really, they're really tonal stripes too. It's not just, you know, swabs of colour. It's just, you know, they're quite tonal. And there's a lovely shine with the silk. I have flown through these. So I cast these on, I think last Monday, doing 2 at a time. There's the yarn. I have it in 2 bowls. They're not the same size, but I'll definitely have some left over because I never get through entire skeins of 100g yarn, 100 grams either. I think this is, yeah, so this is 100 grams, 366 meters. So it's quite a chunky fingering. Well, it's still fingering, but these are so pretty and I love them. And I'm going to knit a afterthought heel once I finish. So I'm just going to keep knitting a tube until I'm happy enough with the length and then do the toe. So this is a mini that I got. It's kind of denim blue from, in my set from Botanical Yarn. This is beautiful navy. So I have, do I have that here? Yeah. So there it is there. It's kind of a grayish dark navy blue. And I'm going to use that for my heels, toes and cuff. So yeah. Like a, oh my god, they're so pretty. I can't stop looking at them in the camera. They look so nice. But yeah, vanilla socks, 64 stitches, 2.5mm needles, high sharps. And yeah, that's how we do it here on the Woolly Wolverine for vanilla socks. I love self-striping yarn. So when I forgot how much I love it, so that when I was knitting on it, I've started branching out and looking at other dyers that do self-striping because it just knits itself. So I've come across a dyer called Stripy Cat Yarns. She does gorgeous self-striping colorways. She's based in the UK, so I think I'm going to have to take a visit over to her shop. I also love Fab Funky Fibres and definitely intend on getting some of that too. Brexit just ruining everything with its customs and charges and ordering stuff from the UK, but I'll definitely continue to support where I can, because it is important to support small business makers, small makers, businesses. Anyway, moving on to project number 2. I think I will show you my Rosemary and Time. So if you are a returning viewer of the podcast, you will have seen this already. This is a test knit that I am doing for Grace of Babel's Travelling Yarns. And if you watched last week, you would have seen that I was going to do a little bit of surgery on my jumper. So I had knit the back, the short rows as per the pattern, but they were just a bit too high on my neck, so I decided to cut some out, because we'll give it a go, because I'd knit a good bit of it and I didn't want to have to rip back. So this is the progress that I've made. Where's my marker? That's a lie, I moved that yesterday. I think I was around here. So I've knit most of the body now. I'm going to finish off this ball of yarn in the length, and then I'm going to add in, there's like a motif at the bottom. And it's a question actually I have. So the motif is actually knit in this grey colour in the pattern, and I don't know whether or not to knit it in, this is supposed to be grey, but I used the light purple because I'd made a mess of my amounts, and I used all the grey in a here where this should be light purple instead of grey, so it's a bit of a mess. So I'm trying to decide whether or not to do the purple or the grey at the end. I think the grey, because I think it'll just, you know, frame top and bottom. So I need to make an order with John Arbon for another mini skein of the grey. And there's no way I'm just going to get out of there with one mini skein. So I'm going to probably buy a couple mini skeins and do a cowl or something, I think. I'm big into cowls at the minute. They're just really good for the warmth, because it's really cold here in Ireland. I'm in Ireland, by the way, if I didn't mention that at the start, and if you didn't know. And it is quite cold here at the moment. We were forecast snow all week and it never arrived. I've never witnessed a country so disappointed about not getting inclement weather. But we had the coldness, we just didn't have the fun snow part. So this week I've decided I need more cowls and mittens. I have no mittens. I've got fingerless mitts, which I love, but I need full length mittens because I have a weird thing in the cold where well, it's not that weird, but my fingers lose circulation and they go yellow and die off on me. So I need to keep them warm. Need to keep them fingers on. Anyway, I have gone off on a tangent. So, where were we? Yes, so I'll need to order a few more minis from John Arbon. I think they have like a 6 for something price or 5 for something price. So I will order a grey, and I might order this light purple as well, so I can make the decision when it arrives. But anyway, the surgery. So this is the patient. She's doing well. Now, it's not the neatest job I've ever done, in fairness. So what I did was I cut out, so I made an incision in between. I kind of marked out 6 rows, I think. So there was a needle, 5 rows, and then another needle. And I cut out the 5 rows in the middle and Kitchenered the 2 stitches together. Yeah. Now, it would have been fine if it was all one colour, but because it is this kind of purple and grey colour work, I'm going to keep it back at a distance. it's not too bad. You can see a line. I'm going to keep it here because I'm not going to bring it much closer. There's a few bits here that I just need to kind of, that will help when I block. And there's a lot of yarn issues going on in here. So this is just where I chopped it and pulled it out like you would an afterthought heel. I just kind of put it in a knot so that it was not getting in my way. So this all needs to be woven in and trimmed. Same on the other side. And once I kind of fix the yarn up a bit, it will, I'm going to put this in a knot on this again so that it doesn't unravel on me. It won't unravel, but just so that it doesn't get in the way. So there's a lot of ends and stuff going on in the back there. But, so what I had to do was, I Kitchenered it all in the grey, and then I duplicate stitched over where the pink was. Now, I have a lot of hair and it's on the back of my neck and it fits me so much better now. It's not bunched up, so it was a successful surgery, and this is not going to bother me in a million years. There's kind of a bit of bunching here that I will kind of need to just loosen up a bit with, just play around with it a little bit. But yeah, no, I'm happy with it. Successful surgery. Adore this pattern. Look at this yoke, like it is absolutely stunning. This yarn is John Arbon Knit by Numbers DK for anyone who's new. I will, I don't have a project page yet, but I will have one, and then you can check it out what colours I used in that. But it is gorgeous. And it is the squishiest, most gorgeous yarn ever. So, yeah, I'm hopeful to, I will have to order another mini, so I'm going to go as far as I need to go on the length of the body, and then I will put it on hold and pick up for the sleeves and get it started on the sleeves while I'm waiting for the mini to come to finish the body. So industrious. But yes, this is my Rosemary and Time, and I'm happy with it. Look at this, like, just look beautiful. But yeah, I think I've rambled on enough about that project. Yeah, I'm hoping to have it done by the end of February. So that's my plan. And I just thought, you know, as a palette cleanser, I might cast on another jumper, because why not? And that's what I did. And it is living in this gorgeous bag that I had forgotten about. This was made by Kira of Emerald Fibres, and it's almost like a handbag, but I just used it as a, you know, project bag. Gorgeous mustard, and it's like a waxed canvas leather bottom. It's gorgeous. Now, in here is my Lizzy Sweater. It is a pattern by Sosu Knits, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh my god, Laura, what is this bright colour you're knitting with that's not very you, and it's not really blue, it's not very pink. I'm like, it's blue. It's very tealy blue. But I thought, you know, try something different. So, this is a brioche pattern. Of course, Suzanne Summers, known for her brioche. These kind of brioche triangles with garter kind of panels on the shoulders, and then the body is just knit in one colour, and the arms and the sleeves, the arms. But yeah, there's a few little short rows at the back of the neck to give it a bit more depth. I'm demonstrating this beautifully. But yeah, is it my colour? I put it up on Instagram and someone said it looks like a peacock, which it does. Now let's talk about the yarn, shall we? The yarn is this. This is Hedgehog Fibres, skinny singles in the colourway Ravelry. I got this skein from a friend of mine. It was one of the first indie dyed skeins I ever owned. She posted it to me and I haven't had a chance to use it yet, and I said, why not? Give it a go. This is Ravelry in skinny singles, and the main colour is this blue. This is Old Maiden Aunt, and it is called Seen the Ocean. It's 100% superwash merino. This is her label. Little rocking chair. It's 100% superwash merino, 400 yards, 100 grams. I got this at Edinburgh, and it is a beautiful blue. Like, it is very peacocky. And then this is quite neon. And together they become neon peacock. But I really like it. I think it's a bit different for me. The brioche was, I'm really enjoying knitting it. I haven't knit brioche since I knit my exploration station a couple of years ago. It's, you know, a bit of a puzzle for the brain. It's not just, you know, something different. And I think it will be really nice with, you know, some more muted colours with it. As in, you know, black or jeans or just over a dress or something. But yeah, this is it so far. Do I have anything else? It's knit on 3.3mm needles, not 3 point anything. 3.0 millimeter needles. I'm using Chaya Goo. I have a set of higher interchangeables, and I have lost or misplaced a lot of the tips, so it leads me to believe I have many whips in progress that I don't know where they are, or I've forgotten about them, that are hiding away my needles, or project bags where I finished a project and left the needles in there, because that's something that I do, because I'm bold and I don't put things away as soon as I should. But anyway, yeah, so that's this. Oh my god, I've got yarn everywhere. So yeah, that's my Lizzy Sweater by Suzanne Summers, and yeah, I love it. So they are all my whips. I need 3. Yeah, so they're my whips for the week. I don't know how much of that recorded because people in this house keep coming in today. Pip is having a little bath. She was disturbed as someone came in to ask for a candle. Anyway, I want to knit a pair of the Byfield mittens by Amy of the Little Tailoress because of my hand situation, which I mentioned earlier. And it is knit out of either DK weight or fingering and mohair. So I have this left. Now I need to check how much is required, but I think if I can use this with, I have options. They're all basically the same. So we have this colour, which is Cold Hands Warm Heart, which is accurate for mittens, and it is my Sweet Sparrow yarns that I got as my day 25 in my advent calendar in 2019. Another option is stress knits. This, like, I was going to do this so faded with these colours because they're all basically the same, and I may potentially still do that. This is Last Christmas on the 2019 125 day skein. Happy Christmas. Last Christmas, that one's called. This one is also the same. This one is called Cooties. It is by Ullen Yarns, and this was back when she had her old labels and she didn't have her mill. She has a mill now. I think I picked this up at This Is Knit, so that could be it looks like I'm showing these as they can go together, which they definitely could because they're basically the same colour. And then I've got another one here, which is Babylon, which is basically the same. But I'm thinking this with one of these for mittens. Now, if I don't have enough mohair, I have another skein of mohair here by Fine Fish. It's kind of a plain colour. So I can either do this with, you know, these 3 skeins. Or 4 skeins options. Or I could use this gorgeous blue. This would just soften down everything. This will. This is absolutely stunning. I picked this up at Babel's Retreat in Tipperary, where she has her makers market, and this is Harlequin. This is by Your Wool. She's a dyer based in Cork, I believe, and it is 80 10 10 merino cashmere nylon, and it is beautiful. But yeah, potential mittens also. This is so plump. Is this fingering weight? Yes. 400 meters, 100 grams. So yeah, they're my options for my Byfield mittens. So if you have any particular preferences in these colours, I like this one. It's a bit darker and wouldn't get as dirty. But I definitely think I need to make a So Faded sweater with these also. It's basically this colour. I have problems. But yeah, leave a comment down below if you have any ideas or thoughts or questions or preferences. I don't think I have any other news, knitting related anyway, or otherwise. It's been a quiet 2 weeks again. We're still in lockdown here until at least the 5th of March, I believe, is when they're looking again at the restrictions that are currently in place and potentially lifting some. I think it's going to be a very slow open up here, and rightfully so. I think there's no point in risking it. My poor hair won't be thankful for it though. I've had to put it in plaits because the colour is yeah, and I have nice pinky red eye makeup on today, but in, you know, account of the fact that it's Valentine's Day. But no, I've no other news. Work has been happening. People also live in this house and are very loud. And yeah, that's about it really. I think I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for commenting and subscribing and giving me a thumbs up and interacting with the video. It really makes my day, and it's just so nice to talk to you guys. So I will see you all again in 2 weeks. Until then, keep knitting, stay happy, stay sane, happy Love Day, and yeah, talk to you all again soon. Mwah.